Libra. This is Fox Astrology and Tarot, here with your August 2019 astrology transits and reading. This is going to cover the general side of it. I also have a love reading where it'll get a little bit more into detail with how these transits play into your love life, romance in general. If you're in a partnership or if you're on your own, check a link down below if you want to check that out. Otherwise, this one is just more general, more about your life. It could be about work, it could be about friends, that sort of thing. So, starting off, if you are a Libra Ascendant, be sure to check out the signs for your sun or your moon, and that'll round it out. If you're a sun Libra, be sure to check out the signs for your Ascendant and moon, and so on and so forth. I have a little bit more specific information for Ascendant signs in each video, as if it's your Libra Ascendant sign, I can tell as a result of your natal chart placement where your houses are, and as a result, these transits will be a little bit more focused on your specific experience, a little bit more finely tuned to you. So, starting off, on the 3rd in August, we have Mercury going direct, heading back into Cancer pretty quickly, same day, I think. So, communication-wise, things should be a little easier. Things should get a little bit less frustrating. You can start planning things that are new, starting things that are new. On the 7th, we have the Sun trining Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter's been in Scorpio for a bit. The energy with Jupiter in Scorpio is a little bit more focused on inward development, inward exploration, inward expansion. Jupiter's an expander, but Scorpio wants to really dive deep, working a little bit more in the shadows, in the deeper areas of the mind. So with the Sun trining Jupiter in Scorpio, and later on the 8th we have Venus trining Jupiter in Scorpio, I've pulled out some cards from my deck to really help explain in a more tarot-based way kind of how these transits may appear, may be experienced by you. I've pulled the 9 of Wisdom to cover both the Sun and Venus trining Jupiter in Scorpio. The 9 of Wisdom really talks about maturity, self-awareness, self-exploration, knowledge of the self in general. So I really feel like this is a great parallel. As you are going on your journey, this little transit is going to really help you explore maybe areas of insecurity, areas that make you feel kind of uncomfortable. When it comes to Venus, Venus is about aesthetics, Venus is about beauty. So trine with Jupiter in Scorpio, this is going to really help you explore that for yourself. As well as the Sun, this may be exploring bits of your ego, bits of your identity, how you present yourself to other people. That's really going to be a hot topic for you. And the trine is going to make this really easy. So to take advantage of that, I'd recommend maybe doing some journaling, maybe doing some meditation, maybe doing some time to yourself. May be good if you're in a partnership. This may be a good time to work with each other on your plans, on your goals that would align with what's going on the inside. On the 13th, we have Sun in conjunction with Venus sitting in Cancer. I've pulled out the Ace of Shields. I feel like this is a great transit to take advantage of really any kind of drive, any kind of will you've been struggling with lately, hasn't been quite going right. With the Sun in conjunction with Venus sitting in Cancer, this is going to be a great time to enjoy yourself, set some goals, make some plans that get you out, maybe having some fun. For a Libra, this may be more socializing, this may be more getting out and meeting people, having some social events. This is going to be, like I said, a little emotion-based. So think of experiences that are more about maybe enjoying your body. This could be dancing. This could be just in general going places where you feel like you're going to move around a little bit more. And that will be something to take advantage of. The Ace of Shields is really about this state of mind where you really feel that you can accomplish just about anything. And I really feel like that ties into this experience of joy, this experience of fulfillment, of aesthetic pleasure. When you're in that state of mind and you're having fun, it's really hard to feel like you're struggling. It's going to come through really easy. On the 16th, we have Mercury squaring Uranus in Aries. Now, I've pulled out the Montsegur card. This is kind of like the Tower card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. this may feel like a struggle, this may feel like an attack, but ultimately what's happening here is removing some structures, removing some securities that you've been having, some sense of stability, maybe something you've been really counting on or leaning on is really not the best support for you at this point. And so in order to make room for a new structure, a new sense of security, a new stability, it has to remove the old one. So whenever we get kind of clingy onto those structures, onto that sense of security and stability, we can experience what might be considered a little bit of suffering. But really that's just, like I said, it's making room for something new to come in, something that will provide more stability and more security for you in the long run. So don't be too afraid of this. Mercury will make communications a little bit of a struggle. It's probably not a good time to plan, not a good time to make new plans and new directions to go into just yet, because later in the month, we'll get into it, but later in the month, there are some great opportunities for that you'll be able to kind of ride the wave a little bit more comfortably, with a little less frustration. On the 17th, we have Venus moving into Leo. We also have on the 18th, the Sun moving into Leo, and on the 27th, a little later in the month, we have Mercury moving into Leo. All these planets moving into Leo, I feel like it's a great opportunity for recognition, for giving credit where credit is due. And that happens on both sides of the table. This could be you having opportunities to really show off the best version of yourself, to really, if there's opportunities at work, or maybe there's a CEO coming in at work, some way for you to be seen more, to be recognized for the role that you're playing in people's lives. And on the same level, this is an opportunity for others to be recognized too. So don't be afraid to share the spotlight, so to speak. Leo does tend to want to lead and to be seen as like a leadership role, to have a great impact, have this sense of honor, have this sense of creativity, to show other people the way. But in this case, for Libra, you're going to want to really share that. You're going to really want to spread the love, spread the creativity, spread that recognition around. So later on the 21st, we have Mercury trining Saturn, which currently sits in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you have a Libra Ascendant, is going to be in your third house. So this is a great time for communication as Mercury trines Saturn in Sagittarius. This happening all in your third house with Saturn in Sagittarius, or Mercury trining that. This is a great time for sharing, expressing ideas, expressing how you feel, maybe some thoughts on things, sharing all of that with others. It's going to be a big focus point for you. This may have something to do with feeling pulled in different directions. With Sagittarius sitting in your third house usually represents short-term, short distance, but Sagittarius is long-term, long distance, adventure mixed with really sharing and expressing, between friendships, between mutual relationships. So I would feel like this is an opportunity for you on the 21st to really explore both sides of that. This trine is going to make it a really easy flow, so you may not even notice how easy this happens. So to take advantage of that, I would recommend anything to do with writing, anything to do with sharing your perspective, your feelings on the matter in general, about anything really, whatever you feel passionately drawn to. On the 24th, we have Venus in conjunction with Mars sitting in Leo. Now, Leo is, if you have a Libra Ascendant, is sitting in your 11th house. So this may have to do more with social responsibility, ideals, bringing equality to your community. So for this happening in Leo, I feel like the Two of Love is a great kind of a metaphor for this. Mars being this masculine, aggressive, kind of more of a taking energy, whereas Venus is more feminine and receptive and giving energy. The blending of these two, this is a great opportunity for you in your community to have a great sense of empathy. You'll be much more sensitive to how other people are feeling, how other people are responding to you, maybe responding to things that you are requesting. Maybe you'll have a better time really communicating that clearly. You'll be able to really kind of get on their good side, really understand what they want, and find a way to make that happen in a way that works for both parties involved, and so there's going to be this sense like all of a sudden you're on your game. You really know how to make people happy. You really know how to, achieve these goals together. So it's a great opportunity for you in business, in your social life, to kind of, what's the word? I don't know if there's another expression, but basically to get out on the field, really feel like you're part of the team, really feel like you can lead some people in a really positive direction. Later on the 26th, we have Venus trining Uranus, we have Mars trining Uranus on the 28th, and on the 29th we have Sun trining Uranus. Now Uranus sits in Aries, so if you have a Libra ascendant, that's sitting in your 6th house. 6th house may have more to do with home stuff for you. So if you have a Libra ascendant, this may be a great time to renovate, to rearrange, to maybe make some new habits at home about what you do when you wake up, how you take care of your body, some workout routine. Uranus is going to want to shake some things up in order to make some improvements, to let go of some old habits that aren't really supporting your path, your journey, aren't really moving you forward. So for Venus, Mars, and Sun doing this is going to really infuse this with some energy. This could have to do with your identity. This could have to do with your self-care routine, your hygiene, your image, your generally maintaining who you are. And with Mars involved, it's going to really infuse, like I said, infuse this with some energy and really get some things done during this transit. So hopefully that helps you astrology-wise. Here's some tarot for you, though. I'm going to bring you a couple of messages just for August and see if there's anything coming through. Some good, positive messages for you, the Libra. And make sure also, if you do have a Libra Sun instead, or a Libra Moon instead, check out the video for your Ascendant, as sometimes I'll be able to bring you some more specific information because I'll understand where your house placements are if I know your Ascendant sign. But if it's a Moon or a Sun, you'll still be able to get some great beneficial knowledge from that. All right. I feel like this transit for you is really about empowerment, really about really feeling like in the zone, really able to use what you've got to make a move, to achieve some really big goals this month. I feel like Libra has a great opportunity to take advantage of this, as there's so much Leo, there's so much fire, there's so much some really great renovations, some really great changes. The horse talks about finding your power, about really understanding how to see yourself, how to empower yourself, how to take back your power, how to renew your strength, and how to get where you're trying to go. The horse is often this great influence on civilization, as it's allowed humans to travel distances much quicker, allowed people to carry things with them that they couldn't normally carry, to pull the weight, so to speak. And this is a really great symbol for power, I think, for you this month, as the Libra is really focused on this social equality, this ability to achieve things collectively, to work together towards a common goal. And while everything is moving into Leo, the Libra will seek to share that infusion of energy, to be creative together, to share the role together, to share the light, the limelight, so to speak, together. For the Fox, I feel like the message for you this month is learning to adapt to these new situations may require you to pull on some of your strengths, to really tap into those reserves, whether that's creative reserves or honestly just some skills that you've been able to develop over the years. This is an opportunity for you to really see through these opportunities for what they are, to recognize how you can really bring yourself to that situation, bring your talents and gifts into the situation and really move it forward. The Fox loves to be a few different places at once, being kind of unseen and really knowing where they're needed, really understanding the flow, the energy of the room, and moving around the room as things come and go, as situations come and go. I feel like this opportunity for you socially is a really great time this month for you to engage, to interact, to pick up on everybody's vibes and work with that and really get some energy off of that. So hopefully that helps you this month of August. I look forward to your feedback. Feel free to comment below if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear that. If you want to catch some more, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to catch more as soon as I upload it, you'll get notified if you click the bell when you subscribe as well. So look forward to hearing from you, and as always, have a good month.